Shalom, I am Rabbi Howard Wolk. I'm the community chaplain with Jewish Family Service. My pleasure to share some thoughts with you. But first, I want to mention that Jewish Family Service is here to serve the entire community with counselors, social workers. If you'd like to reach out to speak to someone, please call our office. Our main number is 972 437 9950. And also in this difficult time when people have more and more needs, anyone who would like to use our food pantry, it's open on Thursdays. No appointment is necessary. You drive by and food packages are brought out to you by our dedicated staff and volunteers. We're located at 5402 Arapahoe Road. Anyone who would like to speak to me individually, you can call me. My direct number is 469-206-1681, or email me, Rabbi Wolk, one word, Rabbi Wolk @jfsdallas.org. We're now coming toward the end of the month of June, which means in terms of the Torah portion cycle, we're in the middle of the book of Numbers. Each week, each portion has all different kinds of episodes that were told about the Israelites being in the desert, and many lessons that we can glean from these different episodes. A week ago, we read about the sin of the spies. Moses sends 12 spies into the land of Israel. 10 of them return and give an evil report about the land of Israel, recommending that they not enter the land of Israel. The people there are too powerful, the armies are too strong, they should not go in. Two of the spies, Joshua and Caleb, they give a positive report, and they state that, yes, the people in the land of Canaan are powerful, but with God's help, the Israelites can be victorious. Ultimately, it's because of this sin that the Israelites remain in the desert for 40 years until a new generation is born, and they will go in to conquer and inherit the land of Israel. But the underlying question is, why did the spies not want to go into the land of Israel? We understand that they found it difficult, but really, what was the underlying cause of their reticence to go in? So one way to understand it is, I think, the following. The spies looked at their situation and they said, living here in the desert, everything is given to us. God provides us with food on a daily basis through the manna from heaven. We're given water through the miraculous well of Miriam that accompanied them. God protects us from the elements of the desert. Everything is given to us. If we go into the land of Israel, life's going to be difficult. We have to conquer the land. We have to build cities. We have to go out and make a living. Life is going to be very hard. So instead, let's stay here in the desert. And God said, this is not why I took you out of the land of Egypt, to remain in the desert. I'm not here to give you everything. You have to do for yourself. And I think it underscores a very important lesson from a Jewish perspective, that in whatever we do, we are partners with God. We have to do our part. We have to make our efforts, whether it's toward a profession, livelihood, studying, and then we ask God for his blessing that all of our efforts are successful. So that's the lesson of the spies. We're also going to read in a week or so about the death of Miriam. Miriam, the sister of Moses and Aaron. She dies toward the end of the 40 years in the desert. And when she passes away, that well that I mentioned, that was in her honor, the well dries up, and the people temporarily have no water. Miriam, throughout the Torah, is associated with water. Miriam was the one who was hiding in the bushes when her infant brother Moses was put into a basket by their mother and put into the Nile River, and ultimately found by the daughter of King Pharaoh. Miriam is the one who leads the Israelite women in song and dance, in exultation and appreciation to God after the Israelites crossed the Red Sea. And again, the well called the Well of Miriam was in her honor. So Miriam is always associated with water. In fact, her Hebrew name, Miriam, contains three letters, Mem, Yud, Mem, which spell the word water. So Miriam is always associated with water. Water is the sustainer of life. No type of life can continue without water. Human life, animal life, vegetation. Water is basic to our continuing as healthy individuals. On a spiritual level, the Torah is compared to water. Even as water physically sustains us, the Torah, the teachings of the Torah, the values and the ethics of the Torah give us spiritual life. So Miriam may have always been in the background, but she was the one who was the sustainer of life. She was the one who oversaw the protection of her brother Moses. She was the one who spiritually led the women in song. And so the role of Miriam is really vital in many, many ways. Hence, the well is named for her. And any time that we're reminded of spiritual sustenance, of spiritual vigor, it should remind us of the sacrifices, the actions of Miriam, one of the great Jewish women of Jewish history. I wish all of you well, stay healthy, and I appreciate your sharing your time with me. Shalom.